do you think that porn is helpful or harmful to those that don't understand what they're doing?
I mean, yes. Right? It's both.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing is keeping porn in perspective for what it is and what it isn't. I think that one of the most valuable aspects of pornography, when you're talking about becoming more comfortable or capable, maybe even in some of these different sexual areas, is to be able to explore it in fantasy. Maybe there's something that you're curious about that you think that you might be interested in, but you're also hesitant. And so it's an opportunity to put yourself in that headspace to become a little bit more adjusted, a little bit more comfortable with exploring maybe a new kink or a new circumstance or situation, and getting to spend a little bit of time there without the high stakes necessarily. That being said, especially if we're talking about a dangerous kink, anything that could get somebody hurt, or even something that's a little bit more vanilla, a little bit more mild, keeping in mind that this is a fantasy production, you know, that this is not an accurate depiction of the way it's going to look in your life, in the same way that a movie is not an accurate depiction of what a first date looks like. You know, the banter is not always going to be as witty or as clever as it is in a romantic comedy. The dicks aren't always going to be as hard, the pussies as wet as they are in pornography.
But porn does teach you one important thing: lubrication.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, in college, I had a couple friends that you know, inexpertly
didn't properly lubricate.
That's not what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
Doesn't make it not true.
It absolutely does not make that not true. That brought up the point that sex gives people sets their expectations of sex too high, which is an idea that I understand.
I think the same could be said for romantic comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that that's true of any form of art, really any form of media, because people are more well-spoken when they're rehearsed, when they're reading from a script. Even if you're watching a live performance, this is somebody who has practiced this over and over and over, and they don't look like that. They don't sound like that. They don't dance like that when they are backstage.
They don't have sex like that.
They don't have sex like that.
There's a director, and they go through multiple, shoots of where to put the hand and what to do, and
there's some very low budget porn out there.
I mean, that's
true.
That is true.
The bar is much standard lower movies.
Okay. Yeah,
if you have 15 people whose only job is to make it look
pretty low
great
budget
when you're
there.
having sex, you're going to look better than you would otherwise.
Yeah.
So let's see here. We've got.
Wait a minute. What are you trying to say about me? That when people show up, even if they're on a live show, they're hey, what is this? Hold on. Let me maintain this illusion of.
I'm always this eloquent.
Of eloquence and well-spokenness, and I've never burped and whatever. I know that's the point. Yeah.